Another thing I try and remember as it comes to shining is that things don't hurt if there's not part of me that believes it myself. And so whenever I hear a comment from someone, I try and reframe it and I think, this is something that only I have thought myself. This is something that I've said to myself a million times before. I'm hearing it out here, and so it's taking on a different kind of intensity, but this is already something I've said to myself in a million ways. So for example, like I am 5'1". So if someone says to me, "You're so tall," I wouldn't be like offended by that because I don't own that as part of my truth. I feel quite short. Whereas if someone says to me, "Oh, like I don't, like you're so short," I would be like, ouch, like because I believe there's a truth in that. So the same thing for you, if you ever hear a comment from someone that kind of stings, what I like to do is remove them from it and just think, this is something I've said to myself a million ways, isn't it? That's the reason this is coming out. Or where am I actually feeling this to be true inside myself? How can I look at that? If it's not a truth I'm comfortable with, what can I do that feels more aligned? If it's a truth that I am comfortable with, but it feels like uncomfortable to stand out and stick out, how can I build my own confidence here? So meaning, if there's a place that someone says I'm doing business and they don't like it, I look and I say, okay, that's interesting, like that stings a little. Is this a place that I feel like there's truth in that? Do I not like how I'm doing sales calls in this way? If so, okay, let me shift my strategy. Like, let me thank them actually for pointing out this part of me that I also feel uncomfortable with, and let me shift. If it's not, and it's like, actually, I feel good about the way that I do business, that I sell, that I get to share my service with the world. Great, they still said that, they get to have their feeling, but it's a thought I've had myself, so how can I shift my own confidence there? How can I bolster my own strength around showing up and serving and adding value and taking up space? And then I work through that, and it's a different conversation than changing my whole plan. So I like to just remember that someone having an opinion, it usually only stings if it's something that we've also already said to ourselves and already hurt in ourselves. So how can we work with our own selves instead of making it so like about the other person? How can we make it more personal and either change our life and our strategy and our approach to feel better and more aligned, or increase our own self-confidence so the way we're doing it, we feel better and it doesn't sting as much when someone maybe asks a question about it or calls it out.